Hey lady, I'm so glad that you're here and that you're willing to just kind of check out what really goes into the world of coaching. So, I could literally talk about this for hours. So, I'm trying to be more of a professional. So, I've taken some notes to kind of go over like some bullet points that I want to stick to because I don't want to leave anything out. So, if you see me looking over to the side, it's just to make sure that I'm staying on track. Sorry. Essential. So, basically, about me and how I kind of got into coaching. So, I've always struggled with my weight, literally dating back to when I was about 7 years old. Honestly, before then, because I see pictures of myself even as like, 3, 4, 5, and always had a weight problem. I actually still have one of my summer camp t-shirts from when I was like 6, and my 6-year-old is wearing it now, and it's basically a dress. So that should tell you that I've always had a problem. Catholic school, we had uniforms. I never felt that I looked like everybody else, which you're supposed to look the same, but it did not work. I never liked going to pool parties. In fact, in 8th grade, I forgot my bathing suit to a pool party just so I wouldn't have to go in. In high school, I couldn't wear the clothes that I wanted to wear because I didn't feel confident in them, and I didn't feel that they looked good on me. And then in college, it just got worse. College is when I started working at Dunkin' Donuts, and I got a really bad caffeine and sugar addiction. And it's because the coffee was free. Like, I'd always liked coffee, but that is when it really kicked off. I was taking a lot of classes, forensic science major, and working there, it got really bad. Like, probably 3 or 4 large iced coffees a day. Now, coffee itself is not bad. I mean, 120 ounces of caffeine is not a good idea for anyone. But it's also the way that I was drinking it. So caramel mocha with extra cream, that's just way too much. So I gained a lot of weight and really, really fast. Long story short, I ended up having to drop out due to a co-signer issue. I came home and moved in with my boyfriend, and my weight just kept going up every year. Like, I never had that situation where I could wear clothes for several years in a row because I was never the same size 2 years in a row. I just kept gaining and gaining and gaining, and I didn't know what was going on. Diagnosed with PCOS, and I was told that I probably could not have kids when I was 19, which that's a really crazy thing to be told when you're that young and when you definitely do want kids. I ended up getting pregnant though at 20, and I have my son now, so I'm super grateful for him. But it was about 50 pounds lighter than I am right now. So I think that has something to do with it. So try and keep on track here. During that relationship, once we were a few years in, it was not a healthy relationship. I ended up letting myself go, and I just didn't know how to really get out of that cycle. Like, I went through a lot of different things to try to lose this weight. I tried Weight Watchers, but I didn't like it because I got obsessed over the points. I tried Slim Fast shakes and Atkins bars and the Special K diet. Do you remember that, where you had like a small bowl of Special K cereal and like 3 bars and then you went to bed? Like, no, that did not work. I probably had about 5 or 6 different gym memberships, and it didn't work because I didn't feel comfortable at the gym. And also, nobody was going to check up on me to make sure that I was still going. They just cashed the check, and that was it. My son's father and I split up when he was 1, and my weight problem continued into my new relationship. I kept saying that I was going to, get started in January or next Monday or next month, and it never happened because I didn't have a community. All I had was myself, and I had the crash diets and all the quick fixes. Basically, I even tried those It Works wraps, and I tried everything except for exercise, consistent exercise, and not eating like crap. So emotional eating is something I've always struggled with. It's just something that we learned in my house growing up with a single mom, and that was something she struggled with. So it's something that I learned, and it's something that I still struggle with to this day, but it is getting better. So basically, I did not get started on my health and fitness journey until 2018, which is a year after my wedding. I didn't like how I looked in my wedding pictures. That's supposed to be like the happiest day of your life, and it was not the happiest day of mine because I didn't feel confident. I was in a dress that I was constantly like feeling that my arms looked fat or that my face looked too fat because my hair was up. It was just not a good situation. So I finally got fed up, and I'd been following this girl on social media for a long time. We actually went to high school together, but we weren't super close, and I saw her posting all about this boot camp that she had found, and how she had freedom with food, and how she could do her workouts at home and around her kids. And you know, if her kids started crying, she could go take care of them, hit pause, and then go back to it. And there was no guesswork to it. It came with a calendar. It came with a trainer that would tell you what to do and how many. And I was like, oh my god, I need it. I don't even care what it costs. Just sign me up. So she told me what it cost, and back then it was $160. And you got the virtual gym that we have right now. Back then it only had like 700 workouts on there, and I got a bag of shakes, and we did not have the money. Like, we were in a really bad financial spot. We moved into our house in 2016, and by 2018 I had racked up a ton of credit card debt, and literally I like maxed out my very last credit card to get this because I knew that I had done, you know, all these quick fixes for so long and it hadn't worked, and I needed this. I needed this community, and I needed to make an actual change. So basically maxed out my last credit card, which is like my 5th credit card, and I got started. And being able to log into this group every single day and seeing all these other girls crushing their goals is just amazing. Like, I can wake up and not want to work out, and I checked into the group, and I would see somebody else share that they were struggling and they got their workout done, and they were so happy after it was done. Like, and seeing all these girls on their journey and celebrating with them, and if something was going on in their life, you know, crying with them or whatever, just seeing them go through it, it made me feel like I could do it too. So dropped like almost 20 pounds in a couple months, and I talked to Faith, and I'm like, listen, I want to tell everybody about this. And she's like, you need to coach. And I was like, I don't know that I can coach. I was like, I'm still overweight. Who is going to want to follow me? And she's like, I was not a size 6 when you started following me, right? And I'm like, no. Seeing her on that journey is what made me realize that I could do it too. So I knew that even me still being overweight, someone else is going to resonate with my story. And I feel like if you are in the middle of your journey, you're more relatable to people, because if I see like someone who's a size 2 with like ripped abs that I could chip a tooth on, that's not relatable to me. So I don't want to reach out to them because I'm going to feel like they're going to judge me. But if I see somebody who enjoys margaritas and tacos and Alfredo on a Friday, that's me, I'm going to relate to them, and I'm going to say, if she can do that and still lose weight, that's the plan I want to be on. And that's what I'm on right now. I've dropped officially, I hit it this week, 30 pounds since September of 2018. And during that time, I've still had margaritas, I've still had my tequila, we still have tacos probably once a week, we still have pasta nights, we still have Chinese food, we still have pizza, but not all in one week. And that is the difference. I finally found freedom with food. I can still have my coffee, I can still have everything that I like, but now I know how to structure my day and structure my week so that I'm not having all the things in such a short amount of time where I don't still see results. So another thing that I hear from a lot of people is that for coaching, they don't want to be a salesperson. And I say, good, I don't want you to be a salesperson, because that just is gross. Like, who wants to be that person that's just like sending cold messages all day? But what I look at it as, if you have a new, I don't know, if you find a new restaurant that you love, or I love this brand of sports bra, I'm going to tell everybody about it. And I'm not going to feel gross about it. I'm not going to feel like I'm spamming people, because it's something that I truly use and I truly love, and I want to share it with people. So that's how I feel about this. Is I know that it's something that so many people struggle with, is their weight and their health and their eating, and I know that this is the solution, and I don't feel gross about that. I'm not insinuating that anybody is fat or that anybody needs to lose weight, because you could be a size 4 but still on the inside you might not be healthy. And I'm talking mentally too. So the other thing is time. It does not have to be this huge time commitment. It's not like other companies where it's like you need to sign up this many people and push this much product. It is none of that. You can literally be a discount coach, which is just saying, okay, I really don't care about signing anybody up, but I love these products and I believe in them and I want a 25% discount. Second type of coach is like a hobby coach, which is basically you're on your journey. If you happen to run into somebody that wants to get started on their own journey, you can hook them up. Third type is part-time. I mean, this is where you like your job, but you also like to help people, and it's just a second stream of income for you. And the fourth type is the type that I am right now, and that's a runner. And that's, you want to make this your full-time thing. You might not be able to do it right now, but you want to push as hard as you can and help as many people as possible and be able to leave that 9 to 5. And that is what I'm pushing for right now, because we've gone through a lot of things in the past year. It's really made me realize that this 9 to 5 thing, it's just not for me. It's not for our family. So when people say that they don't have a lot of time, I'm like, I will meet you where you're at. Just because I am a runner, if you want to be, whatever type of coach you want to be, it's your business, and I will never push you, but I will meet you where you're at. And the last thing is, a lot of people say that they don't want to spam their friends, and I don't want you to spam your friends either. I think it's unprofessional. I think it's tacky, but our team is professional. We have a whole set of training where it's not just like you would sign up and then we kick you to the curb and say, okay, thanks, have fun. We have weekly calls every Tuesday at 8, and then the separate team call at 8:30. We have a whole manual to get you started right. And everybody is just super welcoming. And I've talked with a lot of people on different teams, and they're just like, wow, I can't believe that you guys do all that. And it's just like, well, we're all here to support each other and make sure that everybody else is succeeding. So basically, what does a coach do? First thing is you take care of yourself. You follow your meal plan, you do your workout, and you do personal development. Some people are kind of iffy about that, but it's not like you're singing Kumbaya and walking across hot coals. Like, it's podcasts or, a book or something. It's just, when you're doing so much work on the outside, you need to make sure that you're doing the work on the inside too. You are showing up, showing that the products work. Like I said, you're on your own journey. It's taking care of you. And then you are inviting other people to join you. So if I post on social media and I share like a workout video or something and somebody likes it, I'm going to reach out to them and be like, hey, like, thank you so much for your support. Are you on a journey too? And it's just talking to people. You have to be interested in people and helping them. And then the last part is recognition. It's being there for your team. If somebody else is struggling, being there for them, whether it's business related or personal related. We really are a family, and a lot of us are like the misfits. So we get what it feels like to be on the outside, and we never want anybody on our team to feel like that. There's a whole nother training that I can do on the compensation plan. We can really talk about that once you decide if this is even something that you want to do. But there's a trip every year called Summit. I don't know if you saw my posts recently. We just went in July. It's at a different city every year. It's just kind of like a 3-day conference with trainings. Rachel Hollis was at this last one, and we learn about new products, and it's just like a big get together. There's also quarterly events called Super Weekend, where you get to work out with the super trainers. Every year, the Success Club trip, it's a cruise. We do mini retreats with our team. So there's lots of like team activities and just being a family. So this video is going a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but like I said, I could go on and on about this. So either way, I would love to hear your thoughts, whether you think it's for you or not. I hope to meet you soon.